Hey, Dr. Alain Desaulniers here, founder of TribeX Breakthrough Coaching and Training. It is currently where I am. It's 8:30 in the evening, Vancouver time, British Columbia, Canada, so Pacific Standard Time. And I should be winding down for the day as I'm going to start any moment. But right now, I'm so fired up because I listened to a podcast today with my very own brother who's being interviewed. It was called the Chiro Inspired Podcast with Dr. Richard Letta. And man, I got to tell you, I got so much from listening to my brother speak on this podcast. Actually, let me show it to you guys here so I can show you. Yeah, it's on my phone here, the Overcast app here. Check this out. So it's the Chiro Inspired Podcast. There's my brother Danny, episode number 8. All cool. But so I listened to my brother Danny here earlier, and he was so good. He was so good. Number one, I got so much out of it. One of the things that I wrote down, I talked about like what gets him up in the morning, what gets him excited, and he said, and I'll quote from his episode. He said, "I'm excited about helping people live their life on their terms." I got so fired up by that because that's exactly what it is that, it's the essence of what we do. I mean, what I do as a chiropractor, what I do as a coach is I allow people to really live their life on their terms, what they desire. Like, I know that I get what I want. I get this amazing life by allowing other people, by helping other people get what they want. And if you are a chiropractor, if you are if you're in the health field, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are, in anything, whatever it is that you do throughout the day, you get what you get because you help other people get what they get. And in that, I mean, we all are helping each other, which is absolutely fantastic. And my brother talked about on this episode, he talked about one of the coolest things in our family. We have 40 some chiropractors in our family, which is unheard of. And it's over 2 generations, which is cool because there's some other families who have, a shit ton of chiropractors as well. Many of them are over many more generations, 3 or 4 generations. And we have it done in 2. And he talked about my uncle Gil, who was the first chiropractor in our family. Now, unfortunately, my uncle is no longer with us. He passed, some 18 years ago. Yes, 18 years ago now. And what's really, really cool is that his presence is still felt to this day. His presence is still felt to this moment. And it was fascinating listening to this episode with the interviewer, the gentleman who who hosts the podcast, Dr. Richard Letta, had so much admiration and gratitude and appreciation for people in my family. And I thought that was so cool. And it reminded me of the saying, and I'm butchering it, but it's in the description of this video that, is a person really gone if their legacy still lives? And while my Uncle Gil is no longer here in physical form, the things that he did, the passion that he had, still lives on to this day. He made a fucking dent on this planet. He made a dent in his community. Not only made a dent in his community, but left a legacy, created something that is living on in me, that is living on in my brother, that is living on in my father, that is living on in my mother, my aunts, all people in our family, and is just continuing on and on and on and on and on. And it's so amazing to think that the things that I do, the things that you do, when done with conviction, when done with passion, when done with appreciation, when done with service and love in your heart, that long after you're gone, that your legacy will still remain. So will you really be dead if your legacy lives on? And I think of all the people that came before me, and I think of all the people that are with me, and I know that we are all standing on the shoulders of giants. And I'm so thankful for people like my brother Danny and like everyone in my family, but particularly because of this episode, listening to my brother Danny speak with so much conviction, with passion, with love, for serving others, for knowing that his purpose on this planet is to help people be better, that he gets to live this amazing life, that he has this awesome marriage, that he has this awesome family, that has this awesome friends and family and life because he chose to step up and lead and serve others. And in some small way, we all get to do that too. But what's really cool is that while it may seem like small to you, what you do today, what you do tomorrow, what you did yesterday, while it might seem like a small thing, it may and likely will echo for generations to come. I'm sure that my Uncle Gil didn't sit down decades ago and say, you know what, in the year 2019, people are still going to be talking about me. That was not his MO. His MO was always, how can I be of service today? How can I help someone else today? And if I can go through today and go through every day of our life with that thought in mind, how can I be of service today? How can I help another today? How can I help to ease the burden, ease the suffering of another? How can I help bring gratitude? How can I help to bring love into this world? Then if that becomes your MO, not only will your legacy live on for decades and centuries to come, but it will also afford you a life that you never thought imaginable. I'm humbled and blessed by just the amazing miracles that I get to see in my practice, the transformation that I get to see in my coaching clients, the amazing lives that are lived through the things that I love to share and through the things that people love to share with me. So consider waking up tomorrow morning and just thinking the thought, how can I be of service today? How can I share my gift today? How can I help to ease the suffering and burden of another? How can I share light? How can I share my love in the world today? Because the world, from one angle, is a very bleak and dark place. But because of people like you, because of choosing to step out of that mediocrity, to step out of that darkness and shine your light, yes, your light on the world, that you can make the world a better place. And I have ultimate faith in anybody, any one of you who's watching this right now. Because if you hang with me, if you hang in my circles, and if you watch anything that I do, I know that we're on a mission to help others, that I can live this amazing life because I help others live their amazing life, whatever that looks like. And so standing on the shoulders of giants like my brother Danny from that awesome episode. If you didn't join me earlier, let me show you guys his, let me open my phone up in here. He did this awesome episode on this podcast, Inspired Cairo, with Dr. Richard Letta. Episode 8, my brother Danny. Shout out to Danny. He did so good. So good. And again, the quote that I was left with, the thing that really helped me, he said, I'm excited about helping people live their lives on their terms. So I hope for you that you are living your life on your terms. And I hope that you're allowing and helping and supporting and encouraging others to live life on their terms. And if this at all resonates with you and you are in a place where you want to live life on your terms and you are not, please reach out. Go to tribex.rocks, get some free swag, get some stuff that can help you. And if I can be of any assistance, please reach out. If it's not me, reach out to someone. Because we're all in this together. We are all in this together. We're all standing on the shoulders of giants. And long after we are gone, our legacy will live on. So have an awesome night. May your legacy live on. May you help others. May you enjoy the crap out of it. All right? I'm Dr. Alain Desaulniers, founder of TribeX Breakthrough Coaching and Training. Peace.